bishop has shocked the country after he declared that no matter what, he cannot and will not return the millions of taxpayers' money being donated to the church by politicians, and that includes President William Samoei Ruto.
Arafudi, kuja angalia kanisa leo. Tutafungua, Mungu akipenda. Wonderful. Na wewe umejenga historia yako, tutakuja kusoma siku ile hayuko. Hata mimi sitakuwa, wengine watasema kulikuwa na bishop mgaidi hakurudisha pesa, lakini kanisa lilikuwa imejengwa. Akani challenge tena, anasema nataka nikitoka Sirgoit tuone IC ambayo inamulika melema Sirgoit. Na wewe ndio ulisema nataka nikishuka kwa kiwanja ndege niseme tu ile ni IC na ni yangu. Alafu nasema ati nirudishe pesa, sirudishi ile nyingine. Hapo nataka nijenge huko, tujenge maili 4, tuweke nyingine simat. Serve your God, not us.
On this, I disagree with this bishop because God has not ordained that the church should be built by looted public funds. It is not God's design that the political class should take millions of shillings to the church at the expense of public hospitals with no drugs and medicines, at the expense of dysfunctional health insurance schemes, the so-called SHA, or even public primary schools with no habitable structures for Kenyan pupils. Kenya is not in an urgent need of churches here and there. The country desperately needs a working health insurance system, a working educational funding model, numerous job opportunities for the youth, and most importantly, integrity in leadership, and much more. All this cannot be achieved by stashing millions of taxpayers' money into the church at the expense of these poor Kenyans. Now, our second top story making headlines is that William Kipkasongo Arap Tenga, instead of delegating the job of promoting the nationwide vaccination of cattle to the Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture and Livestock, he has decided to sideline and micromanage the Agriculture Ministry by declaring that anyone, literally anyone, who does not want his cow to be vaccinated is literally a foolish person, and that such a person is possessed by an evil spirit.
Anybody opposing vaccination to eliminate FMD and PPR is simply mad and unreasonable and possibly stupid. I mean, honestly, how else can you explain? There is an evil spirit in Kenya that is resident in some leaders. They churn out falsehood. They oppose everything for the sake of opposing.
Now, on this, I arrogantly disagree with the president because what to see wajinga? Get it right from me that this is nothing but a program by the American billionaire Bill Gates, either to experiment his newly invented vaccine in Kenya or to control our population by making us consume meat from animals whose genetic material has already been interfered with through the vaccines. Everybody is talking about this. Even Apostle James Nganga has not been left behind in this war against Bill Gates and the forced vaccination of our cattle.
Unaona huyu Bill Gates amenunua nyumba hapa Westland na amepewa free entry, alipi jute. Mtamuona, mtajua ni nani huyo. Mtajua Bill Gates ni nani. Google. Hawa ndio wanatengeneza corona. Hawa ndio wana control. Na kuambia kama mtume, mimi akinikujia tunakutana na yeye spiritually. Huyo Bill Gates huyo. Sasa ashapata land in Kenya. Amepewa free entry, asilipe duty. Kwa hivyo atakuja na kila kitu hapa. Hao ndio wale wenye 66. Amenunua nyumba hapa Westland. Amepewa na government free entry. Akija na anything hakuna kulipa duty, aingie Kenya. Mtajipanga. Mtajua. Sasa watumishi wa Mungu mjue. Mimi nakwambia kama mtume. Mimi silopokwi. Mtaona vile vitu ambazo ameleta. Hawa ndio walikaa wakatengeneza. Corona ni kitu ya kutengenezwa. Ukimwi ni kitu ya kutengenezwa. walikaa chini wakasema tutapunguza namba namna gani?
The third top story making headlines is that the highly incompetent puppet cabinet secretary for health, Dr. Deborah Baraza, has failed to answer simple questions on TV. The CS for health could not give a precise answer as to why a low-income Kenyan should pay 1,030 shillings for SHA instead of the usual 300 shillings for NHIF for the very same packages. In fact, NHIF was even better. Here is the tape.
Another one here, why am I paying 1,030 to shift, yet it should be 300, Bob?
Yes, so if in case you are not comfortable with that, then just contest and we will look into it.
It's that simple.
Yes.
And how long will that process take? Because most of the time, it's the period that process takes that it's so tiresome for Kenyans.
Yes, no, we want to ensure we'll be monitoring the turnaround time, but what it will involve is for someone to come and validate to ensure that the concerns are really, in synchrony with what someone has shared.
On this, I think that people like Dr. Deborah Baraza should be declared as symbols of national embarrassment, because, look at the arrogance and the carelessness with which she answers that simple question. It only points out the fact that the CS does not do anything in the Ministry of Health. Rather, it is William Ruto, Arap Kasongo, Arap Tenga, who is micromanaging everything from State House, making the CS just but a symbol of national shame. She speaks a lot of English instead of answering the question with the kind of precision with which it has been tabled. The fourth and final story making headlines in our top story series today is that due to the arrogance, incompetency, and utter recklessness William Ruto-led regime, millions of Kenyans are likely to be consuming toxic rice.
Now, Kenyans could be consuming contaminated rice after it emerged that a consignment of rice totaling 2 million kilograms, which had been declared unfit for human consumption, was diverted into the market. Documents obtained by from the Kenya Bureau of Standards shows that the rice that was imported from Pakistan in September and October had failed the aflatoxin tests as it contained higher levels than locally permissible.
In the end, guys, I sincerely urge you people to be very vigilant, to be very careful, because it is evident that this government is only interested in looting the hell out of public coffers. No one actually wants to get the job done. And if there is anyone who does, then there has to be something that he would gain in return. At the end of the day, guys, this is just but my opinion. Do let me know your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more informative content such as this.